Welcome back everyone. In this video, let's talk about the top 10 criminals in the Philippines. If you are ready, then let's proceed. Our top 10 seems to be the richest in this A-lister. Haloshos is a political kingpin coming from a rich clan, who it is said owns some shares in TV network GMA, and is also the owner and operator of Posh Beach Resort in Daca. He found fame as the congressman representative of Zamboanga del Norte, but fell out of grace when he was convicted of raping an 11-year-old girl in 1996. His sentence has been commuted by President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, and he walked out of prison in 2009. However, the Supreme Court has decided, with finality in 2013, that he could no longer hold a public office anymore. A 38-year-old house painter, convicted of raping his own 10-year-old stepdaughter, became the first person to be executed in the Philippines since 1976, when he went to his death Friday, in a prison outside Manila. Rio Echegaray, who steadfastly maintained his innocence since being convicted in 1994 and died by the lethal injection. The Philippines abolished the death penalty in 1987, but concern over a rise in violent crime led to its restoration in 1994. The Philippine President, Joseph Estrada, a strong advocate of capital punishment, said Echegaray's death would serve as a warning that the government means business. Our top 8 in the list is coming from the island of Cebu. Trained and recruited by the feared Alex Boncayo Brigade or ABB. Alvin soon found a way to utilize his newfound skills towards a more lucrative end. Putting up a gang, his name was soon linked to a series of daring robberies, including the Greenbelt 5 heist in 2009 in Makati City. He soon ran out of luck, even with his supposedly changed his image through a plastic surgery, and was gunned down in Compostela, Cebu. This once caught the movies too. Benjamin Garcia, also known as Ben Tumbling, is a former stuntman turned police hater turned multifaceted criminal. His exploits have come to include robberies, drug trafficking, and murders. To his account, 7 policemen have been shot dead. Hailing from Malabon, he soon gained notoriety as the feared policeman killer. His hatred for the police has similar roots to another A-lister here, Baby Ama, as allegedly his young wife was raped by police, while he suffered from police brutality, his genitals electrocuted, and his head hit hard by a chair. As fate would have it, Ben's acrobatic life ended on Friday the 13th of March 1981 in the hands of police, who chased and shot him dead. It is said that people of Malabon wept openly because of the incident. He was 23 years old that time. Vincent Crisologo, son of the governor of Ilocos Sur, used to make headlines through terrorizing people in their province with guns, and gold. Eventually, he paid for his misdeeds in Muntinlupa City Jail when he was charged with double life imprisonment for arson. During his stay in jail, the once notorious political terror was better known as Bingbong. Now, he is a Filipino politician. He is the incumbent congressman of the 1st Congressional District of Quezon City, Philippines, and having served in the 13th Congress of the Philippines then re-elected, and he still serves for the 14th Congress. Report Butch Belgica was one of the youngest gang leader in the underworld and was convicted in a sensational homicide case. He was a radical that was indoctrinated by the New People's Army or NPA communist terrorist group. However, his story had a happy ending as he soon found his calling in serving God. He spent his prison days through writing exposing the injustice of the system from within. This one is also from Cebu Island, and it seems he has a boundless appetite for raping women. Rumor has it that Waway has extraordinary powers and is bent on raping and slaying 40 people a day. He has stricken fear so much in the ordinary Cebuanos that his posters bearing his photo are spread all over the island. For the record, a string of suits involving rape has been filed against him, but most are settled out of court. Waway was never put to jail, and his name eventually became useful as a deterrent against minors in staying late. Another outlaw portrayed in film, but this time, of a much older man. Nardong Putek's name started hitting the headlines while still young, as one of the alleged participants in the Maragondon massacre, a bloodbath, where the mayor along the police chief and several policemen were murdered to death by hunting knives-wielding criminals. He was imprisoned but he eventually escaped, a pattern that will soon be his trademark. Portrayed by the Anteng-Anteng Master, former Senator Ramon Revilla Sr., Nardong Putek's celebrated escapes made him notorious, and was eventually sentenced to 182 years imprisonment. He escaped again in 1969 and rose to become Cavite's public enemy number 1 as the leader of a notorious gang operating drugs smuggling carnapping ring. After a massive manhunt, the long arm finally caught up with the Robin Hood of Cavite, and was killed inside his red Impala car by a rain of bullets coming from 20 NBI agents, led by Agent Epinaco Velasco. He was 47 that time and masses liked him because he was generous to them. With all the talk, and a movie to boot starring Robin Padilla in Anak ni Baby Ama, this outlaw has his name etched in stone. To note, his life was already caught in film in 1976, with the flick Bitayin si Baby Ama starring by late Rudy Fernandez, and sex icon Alma Moreno, taking the lead roles. Marshal Perez Ama, well known as Baby Ama, got his moniker because of his babyface good looks. He is born poor, in the streets of Tondo, Manila. He soon found his way to jail for thievery. His handsome face got the better of him, though as he was repeatedly sodomized in prison. However, the final straw that broke the camel's back was when his pregnant wife was allegedly raped by a prison guard, an event which pushed her to commit suicide. With all the hate inside of him, Baby Ama rose to become the leader of Sige Sige Gang, a group which under his leadership took part in the largest jail riot against a rival gang, the Oxo Oxo, in Muntinlupa City Jail, which ended in 9 prisoners dead with 1 beheaded. Although pardoned and his sentence was commuted to life, Baby Ama was still electrocuted in 1961. He was 16 years old that day. Here's another lawbreaker from Tondo, Manila. A notorious gang leader Nicasio Salonga, well known as Asyong, struck fear in the very heart of Tondo, going against rival gangs also operating in the area. A host of crimes, including murder and homicide, have been attributed to him, but he always manages to come out clean. On October 7, 1951, while out drinking after a baptism, he was gunned down by a henchman of a rival group and a former member of his gang. He was only 27 years old. However, it seems folklore is out to revive him forever. To date, no less than 3 movies have been done depicting Tondo's number 1 tough guy, Asyong Salonga, in 1961, starring Joseph Estrada, and a repeat in 1977, starring Rudy Fernandez, and lastly another hit movie surfaced, Asyong Salonga, Hari ng Tondo, with George Estregan Jr. in the lead role. Now, here's a list you would not want to volunteer yourself to be part of. Granting you, value your freedom, and the things you enjoy in your everyday life, without the constraints of prison, or the law running after you, like hunters out to snare an errant crocodile. Outlaws have always had their own stories to tell. No question about that. And many of these people who belong here, have become legends, in some sort of way. I don't want to glorify society's top menace, especially since taking lives, is a rather common habit in many of them. Although, I believe, these people could have become useful contributors to society. We are together again, friends, even in these short video clips. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment. Peace out. Stay safe. Be strong always. At Rangkang of the Best TV.